Alright, fingers crossed, here we go. Yeah, it always feels like you screwed something up when you're shooting large format. I'm sure did that this time as well. So I'm just gonna try to find a snap some shots before I get to where I want to be, because I brought my large format camera with me. So I'm gonna take a couple of sheets of Ektar 100. So I just need to find some cool subjects first. So I stumbled upon this scene with a couple of mushrooms, and when the light comes in, it looked pretty good. So I might try to take my first shot right around here actually. Set up my Intrepid camera here, and what I've done is I always try to use a grey card and just measure off it with my see where I got it. I got my Sekonic. So I just do a spot metering of the grey card. When it's these kind of static scenes, it's usually the best way to get absolutely correct. And then I've set up the Intrepid the way I want, and right now I'm just waiting for the light to be good, and then I'll fire off a 4x5 shots of this scene. I'm going for a very shallow depth of field. I'm going to try that first. I might do one that with a little bit longer, so I'm going to shoot it at f8, which is very shallow if you in a large format world, so hopefully it's going to create some kind of a blurry feeling around the whole thing. Yep. Okay, I think the light is getting pretty good now, so I'm going to take the dark slide out. So I don't want too much sunlight. I'm hoping that the large format is going to make it look good even with direct light. I think it's kind of a beautiful reflective light in here now, so alright, fingers crossed, here we go. Yeah, it always feels like you screwed something up when you're shooting large format. I'm sure did that this time as well. A little close-up of the scene, what it looks like on top of there, so I hope all of that comes out in the large format. You can see I think I can do a lot with these mushrooms here with filled water and that kind of stuff. Well, that didn't turn out the way I thought it would. So the depth of field is way too shallow, and the light is not really there either. I think I always had this kind of romantic notion of how it is to shoot large format photography, where I would be standing like Ansel Adams, just patiently waiting for the perfect shot. But it's really hard. It's so many things that can go wrong. Okay, I found another really good scene. The light hits just perfectly, and it's lots of nice little leaves. Now the only problem with large format is that I'm pretty sure by the time I've set it up, all of this beautiful light is going to be gone, but yeah, what can you do? I'm going to try, set the camera up and hope the light comes back. So I'm going to be shooting this at 1 second and around 11.5 in f-stop. Do some test and it's good. So I'm going to put a roll of Color Plus in. See, the light is not back just yet. I do have a feeling I might have missed it, but I will see, never say never. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes, maybe I'll take a cup of coffee, take it real slow. Well, that's the thing with, you know, when shooting large format, this is kind of what happens. Let's see if I can get this in. It's kind of fiddly as well, but Oh well, I did that wrong. Okay, so I put the color plus in. It's always a little bit tricky with these old Leicas. Gotta be focused. It's not easy to change film. It's shouldn't be that hard, but look, even this is kind of, no, this should be right, like so. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Color plus. Well, at least I'm enjoying my coffee while I wait for the sun to come back, which I think it's a very slim chance now. Actually, it's starting to set behind the trees, so I guess this is probably the best I get. I'm going to give it a few more moments and see if it improves, or else I'll take the shot and move on. Have to be faster next time. Yes, there is no light. I waited and waited and waited for the light to come back, but it never did, so I absolutely missed my chance. But I thought I'd fire the shot anyways. You can see the depth of field is also out of whack, and it just doesn't hold up as a composition either. Without the light, there's not really much to the scene. I do like the colors of the leaves though, but yeah, I wish I would have been more patient with this. You know, it just looks so very nice out here. It's the same forest that during any other time doesn't look anything spectacular at all, but right now it's just like every frame is a painting, kind of a thing. Bit of an oak here. Like how the branches kind of hangs over the trees here, see if there is an image there. So I am trying to find a spot for my last shot. I have three in total, 3 sheets. It's always hard because I think the last shot has to be kind of nice, and there's plenty of nice places around, but you wish for it to be maybe exceptional, because it pretty much ends by day. Once it's finished, that would be it. So I don't think this place is good enough, but it's the good thing with having a film camera with you with 24 shots in them. You can just take one anyways. It's very nice oak tree here, so this could be a contender for the last composition. But is it strong enough, I wonder? I think it's definitely good enough for a shot with a Leica here. But yeah, no, I don't think it's a contender for the last shot. Let's see, it's pretty cool here actually. Like the tunnel that goes in. Let's see if I can capture it and make it look good for the film. Kind of like this composition here. It's a bit too messy, but I like the principle of it. This is quite the interesting tree, I think. Could actually be a contender. It's not an autumn motif exactly, but it's looking pretty cool. I think it could be looking quite good in large format. Gonna think about it. I'm gonna shoot with the Leica. Unfortunately, it's too dark for me to handhold it now, so I'm gonna have to mount it. All right, so I've been walking around a little bit trying to find my final shot, but I'm losing the light and I don't think I can do it. So I will have to return for one more at some later point. Which is a shame. Well, that goes to show if you don't take the shot you have, you're going to lose it. So I had a couple of good ones that I wanted to take, but now it's too late. So yeah, lesson learned.
Here's a bonus shot. I developed this at the same time as I developed the other shots. It's taken some time before, but roughly at the same location. And I had a little bit more time here to fiddle with my settings and get it right. You need time to get your photos. That's the thing, right?
It's next week, and I've come out to take one final shot with the Ectar 100 in the large format. So it's kind of the tail end of the autumn colors now, so not as much colorful leaves as I was hoping there would be. But I found one composition that I liked. Got some kind of a fern here, or bush of some sort, with some nice pastel colors. So I'm going to set up the large format and see what it looks like. So yeah, I'm going for a rather low angle. I'm going to try to get quite a lot of blur in. I'm going to experiment with having quite low f-stop, so it's going to be shot very open for being large format. I'm thinking f8, just to blow out most of it and maybe get some creamy, nice bouquet. So yeah, focus is set. And now, just need to check the aperture stuff. And yes, looking good. Test fire good. And yeah, that's the composition I'm going for. So now I just wait for some light if it pops up.
And yet another massive failure. So I got huge light leaks here. It's like the negative is completely flashed. No idea how it happened. I was super careful the whole time. But there we are. Just another way to fail at large format photography. And there are plenty of other ways to do it as well, I can tell you that. But I will keep on photographing, and hopefully I will improve with time. But thanks for watching this, and maybe you learned something, or maybe you don't feel so alone in your own large format journey. It is hard, it is a challenge, but it's also what makes it a bit more fun than other forms of photography as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back here in the future.